What is happening, guys? Bit of an update. The channel currently is standing quite a good number. We have about 133 subs, so thanks for that, I guess. That's really, really cool. I didn't expect to get 1 sub to begin with. And I have some big things that I want to do on the channel. But currently I'm unable to do that. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning and work you through everything that's happened. And before I start this, all of this has happened within the span of about a week and a half. Now, if you follow me on Twitter or you have watched a couple of my recent update videos, you'll know kind of what's been happening, but not the whole story. Now, I upgraded to my PC about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I put my Steam stuff on and I got everything sorted, set all my stuff up on my desk, and thought, right, this is it. This is going to be my power workstation. I'm going to get so many more videos done. Little did I know, I was terribly, terribly wrong. Now, to start off with, I record a lot of my stuff off my Xbox. So the series that I've been doing on my PC, on my PC, on YouTube have been Xbox games like Far Cry Primal, Murdered Soul Suspect, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Deadpool. The whole shebang has been done on my Xbox. Now, I installed Elgato and I went to record an episode, and Elgato was constantly crashing and I didn't understand why. So I went back to the drawing board and I went on to the support and download section of Elgato and downloaded an earlier version of the software. Now, this software worked and I could still put my webcam on as an overlay and it recorded all of it together. So that was super cool, and I recorded a full episode of Rise of the Tomb Raider on there, no problem. So I thought, right, that's one thing ticked off the list, on to the next. So it was OBS, which is what I used for the live stream that we did a couple of weeks ago, and I set it all up and it was working perfectly. It worked for the live stream, and I thought, sweet, now I can record some PC games. And Catonic Gaming bought me Final Fantasy X for my birthday, which was super cool, thank you so much. So I thought, sweet, I can do a playthrough of Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy 15 has been delayed, we'll bump it out with Final Fantasy X. So that was something that I wanted to do. So I started recording Final Fantasy X and I changed it to MP4. Game audio didn't work. So that sucked. I went back into OBS, into the settings, found out what I'd done wrong, re-recorded it, was perfect. Absolutely perfect. I couldn't have been happier with the way it came out. I went to put it into my editing software, which at the time was Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas just kept constantly crashing, not responding, there was error messages. When I went into Task Manager, it was taking up 94% of my CPU usage. Now, for an editing software, that's insane when you're just editing. I mean, if you're rendering, it would take up a lot more of the CPU usage, but at the time, I was literally just wanting to do a simple cut in Sony Vegas, and it freaked out. So I thought, right, there was no way I was going to fix it. So I thought, I've wanted to get Premiere Pro before I got Sony Vegas. So I went onto the Adobe website and I got a fantastic deal because I'm still a student and I'm going back to university. I got all of the the Adobe apps for £15 a month, which is actually pretty good considering I was paying £8 a month for Photoshop and Lightroom alone. So I got a really good deal off them, which was super, super cool. So I downloaded Adobe Premiere Pro and I thought, right, this should work, you know. A new editing software should bring good things, but it didn't. It was doing exactly the same thing. It was going super slow, it was lagging out, it was not responding, and when I went back into Task Manager, it was doing exactly the same thing as Sony Vegas was. So I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I thought, what am I to do? So I sat down and I thought about it and I thought, I used to use my Mac for editing. Macs are very strong, durable laptops, which are very good for the creative aspect side of things, like the editing and music production and stuff like that. A lot of people use them. So I thought, we'll try my MacBook. So I reset my MacBook to factory settings, wiped it completely because the internal storage on that is actually really terrible. It's like 120 gigabytes. So I installed Premiere Pro on there, and I edited an episode of Deadpool perfectly. And I was like, right, this is going to be the one. Now, do you remember the Final Fantasy X episode I told you about that wouldn't work on Sony Vegas and wouldn't import? I tried it on my Mac, and it did the same thing. It's an MP4 file, which is making me more confused, because MP4 formats tend to import easier into Premiere Pro. I mean, it was a 1 gigabyte file. The Deadpool stuff was about 4 gig, and it's still imported like off the bat straight away. The gig file was taking far too long, and I just got a buffering thing, like a loading arrow, and then when I went into the application on the dock, it said application not responding. So I had to close it down, and I thought, it's the file. It's going to be the file. So I couldn't edit Final Fantasy X. I mean, I could probably put it up as like an unedited series, but I don't want to do that. I like cutting bits out which are a bit more boring, so that all of the stuff that you see is fun, like story-based stuff that I would be happy to watch. Because I wouldn't expect you to watch like a 20-minute unedited video. I don't know why, it's just me. It's just the way that I think and the way that I like to produce my work. I like to be proud of what I put out. And with not editing it, I'm not kind of proud of it. Because I feel like I've had no kind of creative input into it, so I wouldn't be happy to put it out. Now, after that, I thought, right, my editing software works. Let's get to recording Elgato. Now, I turned on my Xbox yesterday, and I found the Titanfall 2 multiplayer tech test, which is the pre-alpha gameplay stuff for Titanfall 2, and I thought, this is going to be awesome, this is going to be the best video that I'm going to put out, this is going to be unreal. Me and Glenn, first time playing Titanfall 2, bring it. Started recording with Elgato, with the webcam, must I add, the same settings, same everything that I did with Rise of the Tomb Raider. Halfway through the goddamn video, facecam lags, freezes, and inevitably crashes. So there was no Titanfall 2. Well, there was probably salvageable stuff at the beginning, but I don't like putting out shitty content. And I wanted to put out the whole of the experience rather than just a part of it. So I wasn't happy, and when I tried to process the videos, Elgato's software crashed, and it was taking like 2 hours to process one video. Okay! So, currently, my frustration levels are reaching pinnacle point, to the point where I legitimately thought about quitting YouTube. And I went over to the Tube Loaders, who are a group that I'm a part of. They're like my YouTube family, basically. And I put in, I legitimately feel like quitting YouTube with all of these problems. What am I supposed to do? I cannot physically do anything. Nothing's working when I want it to. And it's not like a simple 5-minute quick fix. It's like 7 hours of complete bullshit that I can't fix. And for someone who likes to put their mind to something and fix it, this was just a pain in my backside. And what was I supposed to do? I couldn't do anything. So I said to them, I legitimately feel like quitting YouTube, and the Time of War and Vesperacet basically turned around and said, don't quit. Just give it time and work through it as if you didn't have to put videos out. Basically, don't stress, everyone goes through this at some point. And it sucks that you've had it all at once or in quite quick, like back-to-back succession. You'll get there. And this was at a point where I was so so low and so done with trying. But I'm just letting you guys know that this is me taking a break from YouTube to try and get shit working, to try and get stuff to a point where I feel trustworthy in the software, that it would work if I was to say, yeah, I was to do a video every day kind of thing. But I probably won't do that because, let's face it, I'm probably not good enough for that. So I'm going to take a break for maybe about a week or two, and then come back. And if I've fixed stuff, videos will go out. I mean, you might get the odd video here and there with the pre-recorded stuff that I've got. I think I've got like 2 or 3 episodes of Deadpool and maybe an episode of Rise of the Tomb Raider. And the Final Fantasy X videos, which if you really want Final Fantasy X stuff, I'll be happy to put it, well, I wouldn't be happy, but if you guys really wanted the Final Fantasy X stuff, I would upload it unedited, just so you guys had a video, and then once I got it all sorted, then I could record it and then do the edited stuff. I don't know what you guys would want. I mean, I loved playing it, and there's a lot of excitement in those videos, and you'll probably see me freak out like a number of times. But I don't want to put it out there if you guys wouldn't be happy with it being unedited. I mean, I'm not happy with it being unedited. But if you guys would watch it and you guys would be like enjoy it, then I would put it out. Because I enjoy the videos, so if you would enjoy the videos, then I'll put it out. Because then it's a win-win, you know. But I kind of need this time just to reflect, maybe put my mind to new videos, get a bit of creative flow going again, and maybe, just maybe, I can bulk record during that time, and then we have plenty of videos, so if something goes wrong like this again, I know that I've got videos to put up without worrying like I have been with not having videos recorded. That I've been stressing so much to make it work that I've not actually tried to record anything. So, well, I have tried, I have done videos or tried to record videos, but they've not worked. So, this is not a goodbye, this is just a I'll see you later. But I hope you guys stick around, because I am coming back. I'm not gone forever. I didn't spend like nearly $1,000 on a PC for no fucking reason, you know what I mean? I came here to do a job, I'm gonna do it. And I'm determined to make it work, because I love doing this. I love making YouTube videos, and I don't want to stop. The only way is up, baby. That song alone. So thank you guys for watching this really shitty vlog style rant about shit. I hope you guys stick around. I hope you like binge watching my old videos. And if new videos come out during the time I'm taking a break from recording and shit like that, then I hope you guys enjoy them, because I love doing it. And I only have you guys to thank for making this experience as good as possible. And here's to bigger and better things. So thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.